I'm at Malika's today, and I am going to see Lamar today. He's going to come to Malika's, and I have a bunch of his stuff that I want to give him.
Thank God for Malika, because she really is stepping into her producer role.
A part of me still just wants to sit him down, like right here in between the two of us, and be like, so, what's going on in your life? How's life? I really am trying to get you to give him his stuff. So
I would love to give him his stuff.
But Malika has always been a facilitator for Khloé, you know, trying, like, we saw, you know, last season, like, hey, Khloé, like, should we start dating and all these different things, as Malika apparently is, some mystery guy. But yeah, it was just good to see Khloé leave her house to go have a catch up. Because normally her tribe comes to her and she's behind these gates, as we mentioned.
But what I also am so effing happy about is that the Kardashians are finally giving us flashbacks to Keeping Up with the Kardashians.
I got married when I was 24.
Would you marry me?
Oh my God.
Oh, the nostalgia.
I think that is what the show is missing.
It was so good just to see like young Khloé in love, and it took me back.
I don't even know if I could put into words what I felt with Lamar, but it was just some of the most special, magical time of my life. It felt like the most purest love I've ever had. And although there was so much darkness in that marriage, there was the brightest of the bright times.
Are you happy to see him? Were you excited?
I was excited to see Lamar. You know, I felt like, you know, I grew up with the show. I felt like that was a cousin. So it was nice to see him at the family reunion.
It was a very family reunion. Even though Khloé did not tell her family, she wanted to do this on her own.
With Lamar, I'm not ready to talk right now. It's giving me just a tad of anxiety, but I don't need anyone's help. I'm a grown-up.
But I do want to talk about his entrance.
Just so you get the point of us having empty glasses. Get it together. Hello.
All right, let's talk about his entrance.
How the hell, Lamar, are you going to make Khloé Kardashian wait for your ass?
Yeah. Well, here's the thing.
26 minutes late is like rude.
It's rude.
It's rude.
Here's the thing. He said he wanted to be sweet with the little gesture. He brought a cake, he brought champagne, he brought flowers. Kind, right?
No. I'm Team Khloé, and I'd be pissed too.
No, listen, I don't like when people are late. My anxiety, my anger, it starts to fume. So 52 minutes late, yeah, I would have been pissed.
And imagine, like, it's not just her waiting there with Malika. She has camera crew, she has assistants, she has production, like.
But they're used to waiting. Are you kidding me? I'm sure Kylie takes 85 years to come out and glare.
But I'm just still thinking, like, as Khloé, like, oh my God, she doesn't even probably want to be doing this on camera. She already does enough with her life. She's had enough trauma filmed.
I disagree. I think that she wanted to do this on camera because that also, there's more people in the room. It's not a one-on-one experience. She's with around her safety net, which is production. And so I think that she was totally open to doing it this way.
Well, I think one of my favorite moments of this entire thing was when he sat down so close to Khloé.
Yeah.
It's next to you.
Sure. You want to sit this close? How are we going to talk to each other?
Sorry.
Was very reminiscent to when Tristan did the same thing.
No, that's all right. It just feels good to be around the kids.
Why do you keep scooting closer to me?
Oh, sorry. I didn't know.
Khloé has her boundaries when it comes to these men.
Khloé just got her boundaries. Let's be very clear. I think that she has super exceeded her love and affection for so many years. She's now finding boundaries to where now it is very blatant and rigid.
I loved how she kept calling him out for everything.
Why are you nervous?
I haven't seen you in so long.
I know. Well, the 52 minutes of being late is really lovely.
So it ran over time.
You're going to talk this low?
My wife is the shit.
Okay, calm down.
Which I think was a little bit unfair. I mean, you know, Khloé giving the grace, like she's the graceful queen. She must have known this was going to be hard for the guy. So immediately badgering him was quite, you know.
He deserved it. He deserved it.
We show up with kindness.
Yeah, but
We listen and we don't judge.
that's true. That should happen after this conversation, so we need to cut Khloé some slack. In 2016, this was the last time Khloé Kardashian saw Lamar Odom.
I walked in on Lamar doing things that he, in my opinion, shouldn't have been doing. And I was very upset.
What are you, antsy?
I said to him, I'm going to Vegas. You need to be out by Monday. That's it. I'm done. I've given all I can give, and I've tried to help all that I could help. And I haven't seen Lamar since that day.
I don't know. I felt like this entire conversation, me just seeing how nervous Lamar was.
It was awkward.
It made me really uncomfortable. And I like how Khloé, she said in the confessional, like, him uncomfortable, it made her uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And as a viewer, this first meeting, it was one of those meetings where it's like, oh my God, I kind of forgot about this entire situation. And here it is all on the table.
He's visibly uncomfortable. He's nervous. He's sweating. I don't know what he thinks about me, like if I'm going to go off on him, or he just seems he seems scared. And I don't want anyone to be that uncomfortable. It's just making me more uncomfortable too.
I think we forget the intensity of it because it's been so many years removed from the situation. But I think them having like a lot of emotions, him feeling really awkward because of the downfall, it was to be expected, but I was uncomfortable watching it. I hate to say it, but I totally understand.
Yeah. One of the things though I really enjoyed about it was it did feel like an episode of Khloé and Lamar.
Yeah.
When his first instinct was, where's Rob?
Where's my brother? What's wrong?
He's at home. This is Malika's house.
I think that's why I was
wants to see
expecting.
Rob.
That's why I was expecting to see Rob.
You thought he lived here?
No, that's a joke.
It's a joke.
We're all hopeful.
But
The time isn't over yet.
And he obviously was joking because Rob and Malika had that storyline of them hooking up, and Chloe's like, this isn't his house. And then she clicked on.
But she's like, we're still holding out hope.
Yeah.
You know?
And I think those were the things where I'm like, I think he was trying to figure out when he was stepping into.
Yeah.
Do they want the funny Lamar? Am I supposed to be here to apologize for everything? And obviously, if you watch Khloé and Lamar, you watch Keeping Up, he was a vibe. Lammy was a vibe.
We loved Lamar. Lamar was like he came in and he like elevated, I think, just like the love. You saw Rob be a little bit more excited to film when Lamar was there. So yeah, we loved Lamar.
And what I think that this conversation was so impactful for Khloé was, one, thank you, Khloé Kardashian, for being the only sister to really step up and show your real, true life.
Vulnerability.
And be vulnerable on the show. But her kind of telling us the steps she took for Lamar and the things she did for Lamar, and she really had his best interests.
Everything in Lamar's life sort of gets stolen, goes missing, someone shady. And so when I found his Sixth Man of the Year, I found a couple other things. I just want to make sure I'm giving it to him.
You really do have to be mindful of the company you keep. And I think that, the evolution of Lamar and the whole downfall of it all, I think it speaks volumes to that. But would you hold on to your ex's things for a decade?
If you're Khloé Kardashian, you
Would
do.
you?
Oh, of course.
Oh.
If you're, like Malika said, when you're in love, you're in love.
You're in love, you're in love.
You
Yeah.
love this person. I think Khloé really felt that this was her person forever. And I
Yeah.
don't know if Khloé, she has so many things. The necklace, she didn't even realize. She was like, oh, I found this.
I have no idea how I've even had this in my possession for so long, because this was something that he wore on a daily basis. So I don't know how it even parted ways with him.
I think that was the moment where he kind of realized, oop, like, these were the things I had with my wife. And
Yeah.
hence why he started calling her, he's called his wife.
Yeah, it was such a guy move though to see like all of your things and to acknowledge, what a great spirit and person that Khloé is for saving these things and wanting to give them back to him so that he can cherish it because, he went through hell and made history. But yeah, I don't know. The wifey name was just like, dude, chill out.
Yeah. I literally cringe with the guy. And I think though too, the moment that really stuck with me was him in silence looking at her.
Yeah.
There was a scene and you could just tell.
Yeah, it was weighted.
What?
And that's like, we've all been in those situations where it's like,
yeah.
you're with someone, you want to say what you're exactly thinking, and they hit you with a what?
Yeah.
And you're like, I don't know how to express. Like,
yeah.
That was that look, and I feel like that's going to be ingrained in me forever. But then, of course, it hits us with a to be continued. Just when I thought we were going to get the entire thing in one episode.
I was shocked that we got Lamar on the first episode.
I know,
I thought it was going to be in the season, so I know that there's going to be a lot of hell going down this season.
Episode 2, I am ecstatic for.